Hello and welcome to Generations. My name is Beverly Crosby and I will be your moderator today. Have you heard that laughter is the best medicine? Well, today our special guest is Sarah Routman. Sarah is a laughter yoga professional and she is going to talk about the benefits of laughter. She's going to do some demonstrations of how to laugh, whether you're in a group, by yourself, or just with someone else. So with that, let's meet our co-host and our special guest. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you today. Nadia, how are you?
I'm good, and I'm thrilled to be on the show today.
And Midge, how about yourself?
I'm wonderful, and it's wonderful to be here. I'm looking forward to the show.
David, Paco, how are you?
I'm good. I could really use a big belly laugh right about now, but other than that, I'm fine.
And Gloria, good to see you too.
Thank you. I'm delighted to be on the show. I love laughter and I'm looking forward to a fun show. Thank you.
Okay, and viewers, we have with us today Sarah Routman, who is a laughter yoga instructor and professional. Sarah, we're really excited that you're joining us today.
I am so thrilled to be here. I feel very honored and I can't wait to get everyone laughing.
Okay. Well, before we get started, for the viewers' sake and the co-hosts, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at one of your promo videos just to get a better idea of what it is you actually do. So with that, let's take a look.
So what's all the laughter about? Well, let me tell you, it's about laughter yoga. What I'd like you to do now is introduce yourself by saying your name and a laugh. So Sarah with an H. Okay. Basically, laughter yoga was started in 1995 by Dr. Madan Kataria. When you smile, just the sheer act of putting those little muscles there and stretching your cheeks sends endorphins right to your brain and already makes you feel happier. Laughter decreases stress, anxiety, and depression. It helps boost your immune system when you add in the breathing, which oxygenates your cells. And it makes you feel good. It's great exercise. And let's not forget the most important thing, it's fun. You can do it alone, you can do it on the phone, or you can do it with a group. The important thing is that you allow yourself silliness, playfulness, and with a social group, laughter becomes contagious. And that makes it all the easier.
And let your body just relax.
I created Laugh for the Health of It because I want to engage other people and inspire them to live happier, healthier, and more meaningful lives through laughter. Of course, through laughter. So come on, give me a little giggle. You know you want to. Have a great, laughable day.
Well, Sarah, that's really interesting. Let me ask you this. They say that laughter is the best medicine. It affects us emotionally, physically, and mentally. Can you explain to us some of the benefits of laughter?
Absolutely. So I'm in the midst of researching a book to write a book about laughter, and I'm delighted at all the research that I've uncovered. So it starts as simple as a smile, and when you smile, you send endorphins to your brain. That sends cortisol, the stress hormone, away, inviting serotonin and dopamine in. And so when you get all those feel-good chemicals, laughter helps us stimulate the diaphragm, which massages every organ in the body. It helps us become less sad, less anxious, less depressed. It helps with pain, with inflammation. It helps us become more focused. It's fun. And those are just the tip of the iceberg. So lots of great benefits.
Nadia.
You incorporate laughter in yoga, Sarah. Can you tell us about that? I'm thinking of myself when I do the tree position. That's a laughable situation right there.
A lot of people laugh when they do yoga, or they think that people are laughing at them. The good news is that this is heavy on the laughter, light on the yoga. There's no yoga poses, no special clothes or mat required. It's a come as you are, with leaving the judgment behind. And the reason we call it yoga is because it does involve deep breathing, deep yogic breathing through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And so when you laugh, you get winded. And we need to keep laughing. We want to keep laughing. So we put in some breathing. And when you stretch and breathe, you oxygenate your cells. And like any other great workouts, at the end of it, you really want to do a cool down. And so the breathing comes in that way.
So Sarah, I'm curious, what came first, the yoga or the laughter?
Actually, it was the laughter. In 1995, an Indian doctor named Madan Kataria was studying the health benefits of humor. He read a book and was familiar with the work of Norman Cousins, who was a journalist in the 70s who got a very serious inflammatory disease. And he worked with his doctor, who was already studying how negative emotions can impact our health. So he thought, well, if it works that way in a negative way, what if I turn it around? He checked himself into a hotel, and he took high doses of vitamin C and watched Marx Brothers movies. And so the laughter was something that ultimately cured him. He had been told to get his life in order, and he lived to be another 25 years he lived. So Madan Kataria was studying the health benefits of humor, went to a public park, told jokes for 45 minutes with 6 friends. By the end of the week, they were 30 people, and the jokes stopped being funny. So he said, wait, give me another moment. And before you know it, laughter yoga was born. And the yoga came in because his wife was a yoga teacher, is a yoga teacher. And so then they inserted the deep breathing because they realized they were getting great exercise. So the yoga.
Well, if you look at popular culture, there's so many things that kind of get talked to death that are trendy or, buzzwords or whatever. And I'm kind of surprised that humor hasn't really been among them. I mean, I think you're on a pathway that not many people have traveled. And really, when you think about it, it's so painfully obvious that humor can be so therapeutic, psychologically, physiologically, in so many ways. So I think you're really onto something here.
Well, and I'm going to turn that on its head, because you just talked about humor. And here's the incredible thing. This is really the foundation of what laughter yoga is. Your body doesn't know the difference between laughing on purpose and waiting for something to be funny. I didn't just tell you a joke. Nothing was funny, and yet some of you started to laugh. And I'm sure that some of the audience out there watching is laughing too. The great thing is only 20% laughter is triggered by humor. We laugh when we're nervous, when we're scared, when we're uncomfortable. We laugh because we want to connect with someone on a social level. And when you put that together with the power of laughter itself, now you are really empowered to take control of your own life. So my favorite quote is, life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we respond. And we can do it through laughter without needing humor.
Sarah, there are so many different kinds of laughter, as you mentioned, and I think of different things like a belly laugh, a giggle. When they happen naturally and spontaneously, they happen usually in different situations, whether a joke is told, whether something silly has happened and it's kind of secretive and the giggle comes out. Within laughter yoga, do the different forms of laughter serve different purposes, as if different medicines, and can you strive to bring out different kinds of laughter for different purposes?
Well, the truth is that the best kind of laughter, according to heart doctors who literally write prescriptions to their patients saying, I want you to laugh for 15 minutes a day. And by the way, I want those laughs to be belly laughs. So the goal is always belly laughs, deep belly laughs as much as possible. However, we use all the other kinds of laughter to help us get there. So we might start with a giggle because we can't just full on belly laugh. Like anything else you do well, you have to practice. So I wasn't always a great laugher. I couldn't always have laughed the way I did a few minutes ago. So we use the different kinds of laughter. Some of the times it'll happen naturally anyway, but any kind of laughter is okay. So that's one of the really important things. When you do laughter yoga, there's no judgment and any kind of laughter is all right. But the goal is always belly laughs. I would suspect that if you only laugh like, ha, 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 like that, then you're not going to get as many health benefits because you really need to engage your full body. But a little bit of laughter is better than no laughter. So we use all the different kinds for and play.
It sounds like smiling itself is beneficial, which is good. So if you can, maybe
Right.
put little
So if you
signs
find-
around your house saying smile or laugh.
Yeah, I was just thinking that I do use humor and laughter as a way to deal with tense situations, scary situations, all kinds of things like that. And occasionally I would call it humor shamed, as if I don't take things seriously and that I'm glossing over the serious part and being like a jokester, some sort of a foolhardy person. And I know what to say to that, because I get defensive because I'm thinking, well, maybe I'm not taking this seriously enough. But for me, humor is my survival tool at the moment. And I hate to feel ashamed to resort to it as a way to cope with the realities of life,
And I'd like to train you as a laughter yoga leader because you've already accomplished the big important thing. When we do laughter yoga, we try to make eye contact and we suspend judgment and we teach people. We are making fun of someone. We are not even making fun of ourselves. We're laughing because we want the health benefits and we want to support each other's laughter. And the thing is, when people learn that your body doesn't know the difference, and when they learn that you can take charge of it yourself, they realize that humor is your body's natural way. Like, you may be intending it, but a lot of people inappropriately laugh. Like, my daughter laughed at her grandfather's funeral hysterically. Thankfully, a lot of people thought she was crying, but she was laughing so, and she didn't plan it. It just happened. So laughter is kind of like your body's natural way to cope with things. When you're uncomfortable, when you're scared, when you're a little bit awkward or shy, when you just want to connect with someone. I mean, I'm sure you can all imagine a time that you laughed, and thinking back, there was nothing funny, but we also know that laughter feels good. So you're trying to make yourself feel good by the laughter. And in fact, I tell people all the time, I want you to take laughter more seriously. So you're already there. That's fantastic.
I figure it's better than hard drugs, isn't it?
Absolutely. The thing about addiction, if you're going to be addicted to laughter, there are no bad side effects except you feel good.
Sarah, I've got a question. My husband and I use the statement that was in your little clip that we believe a day without laughter is a wasted day. And every day we try to think up some way to make each other laugh. And I'm wondering if you've got some advice for our audience as to ways that we can inspire each other and ourselves to laugh every day.
I absolutely recommend people laugh every single day. I've been on Facebook since March 9th of last year every day because I knew people needed to release and deal with stress. So I do it on Facebook every single day for 20 minutes, and that's always available. My sister does something with her husband when they're having a hard moment. In the middle of an argument, she'll say, let's laugh. And she grabs his hands and they make eye contact and they just start laughing. And that makes them feel better. We know that laughter is something that helps relationships. So you can watch a funny video if that is what does it for you, or you could learn. We're going to try some smile ups in a little while, but smile ups is a way to start smiling and then you feel so silly that you start laughing. And there's a strong element of play in laughter yoga. So we encourage people to be silly and ridiculous and playful like children. So just think of something that makes you laugh, or remember a good time that you laughed. And you might even say, okay, I'm going to try not to make you laugh, and you're going to try to make me not laugh, and let's see how it goes. So anything will do. There's lots of triggers. Use your imagination.
Sometimes people are offended by you laughing. So you really have to know also the right time, when to do it and when not, right?
Yes, but sometimes when people are feeling in the moment, let's say angry, your body cannot be angry and laugh at the same time. So if you teach a child to, instead of, getting angry, like feel all that anger and then let it go, then it's about framing the moment for them. You don't want to laugh at a child when they're angry. But if you teach a child how to laugh when they're angry and then you do it with them, now you're laughing together. And that's why the beginning of there's no judgment is so important, because once everyone knows, hey, I'm not laughing at you, we're laughing together, because laughter makes us feel better. So if I laugh, it's because I need to, or because I'm trying to feel better. I'm never going to laugh at you.
Nadia, did you have a question?
I was going to mention something that there was one point in my life where something happened that was so funny that every time I thought about it later on in my life, I finally gotten past that. And I wish I hadn't, because every time I could think about it, I couldn't stop laughing again. And, it was a boy in my class. His name was Emmett Cramblett. I've tried to look him up and he doesn't exist on the internet. And he was tall, and it was 6th grade. And those kits that we use, wooden kits that open up with the square pegs and round holes, that kind of test. He was bringing it down to the lunchroom. How he ended up sitting on top of it and bouncing down the stairs with arms, legs, feet flying, pegs going everywhere, and shuddering all the way down. I don't know, but I laughed about that for 40 years. And I still get a chuckle when I think of it.
It's very possible that you laughed at his discomfort.
Yeah.
It made you feel funny. It seemed funny at the time. But our body naturally responds with laughter. And sometimes people think it's inappropriate, but it's your body's way to get you back to so, and most people have at least one memory of laughing. And if you can remember that and that can trigger your laughter, that's great too.
Well, Sarah has some surprises for us today. She's going to walk us through some laughing exercises, and we are asking the viewers to join in as well. Sarah, go ahead.
Well, I start with smile ups. Smile ups is like push-ups for your mouth. So the first thing I want everyone to do is just massage your cheeks, because you're about to get a good cheek workout. So what we're going to do is smile a great big smile and try to engage your eyes looking at someone. And if you're at home with someone else in the room, look at each other. And as you smile, you may feel a little silly. Laughter is a smile that bursts. Smiling is the gateway to laughter, and it's always okay to laugh. So make a great big smile and then relax. And a relax is not a frown, it's just a relax. And then smile again. And this is 2. We're going to do 10 of these. We're going to go fast sometimes. Here's relax. You're already laughing a little. Here's 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Now we're going to do something special. Raise your hands up to the sky on 7 and big smile. Try to get those lips all the way up there and relax your arms. And now raise your right leg and both arms, even if you're sitting, this is fine. And stretch, and that's great. It makes you smile more. Look, David smile and relax. And we're on number 8. Are we on 8? No, 9. We're on 9. 9. Big arms. Left leg. All right. Now, if you want to be brave, stand up, both arms and both legs. I want you to jump for joy. In person, that's always fun because people think I want them to laugh with both legs extended, but it's just jump up. So anyway, that's fantastic. And what you did there is just those endorphins that happen with this movement sends stress hormone cortisol away, invites dopamine and serotonin in. Now, the next one is, if I'm asking you to laugh on purpose, and that's not something you feel comfortable with or you don't know how to do, here's a way to practice and get comfortable. So you're going to breathe in through your nose. This is called laughter breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now the next time, and for 3 more times after, what we're going to do is breathe in through the nose. And as we exhale, we're just going to say the word ha 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 ha. Let's try it one more time. Breathe in. Fantastic. Now here's the thing. Laughter is your body's natural way to increase the oxygen flow. And that happens because when you're just breathing like this, we're breathing, we're inhaling, we're exhaling, we don't even think about it. But you just noticed when you were laughing, that was an exhale. You might have taken a quick breath in between, but you were exhaling that whole time. That means you're getting rid of a lot of carbon dioxide. That means you have room for more oxygen. And so this last one we're going to do is to practice finding out how laughter sounds and how it feels in your body. So we're going to start by closing our mouth and laughter. And so we just discovered that the sound of laughter is ha ha ha, except try to laugh with your mouth closed. It doesn't become ha ha ha, it becomes so we're going to start with our mouth closed and then gradually smile, teeth smile, open your mouth, and then laugh as big as you can. We'll do it 2 times. Ready?
Oh, that feels good.
David, I've never heard you laugh so much.
Okay, one more time. Ready?
I'm loving watching David.
I am too. Yeah, David, seriously, we never see you laugh, but I guess we're just not
Oh.
that funny. We're just
Yeah,
not
well,
that funny.
I just happened to see a priest, a minister, and a rabbi walk into a bar. It just made me laugh. So
Oh, you all did very
Oh,
nice.
that's wonderful. Well, let's see. We have time for one more if you have one more. Oh, and before I do say
Oh,
that, you know what I noticed? Here's what I noticed is that sometimes when we were laughing or smiling, our eyebrows go up at the same time.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Funny. Anyway, so Sarah, do you have one more?
Sure. Okay, I love this one. This is great to do with your children or your grandchildren, and it's something you can do for yourself if you're having a moment where I just don't feel good. I'm stressed about something. I know I should shake this feeling, but I can't really do it. So everybody just tap your shoulder for a second, and it doesn't matter. Go ahead and do it. Doesn't matter whether you cross arms or not, either way. Now, on your shoulder is living a giggle. And that giggle has the cutest dimples that when you look at it, you cannot help but giggle. So now look over at it. Now look, it's getting excited because when you giggle and laugh, it gets jumping up and down. What you're doing, you're sending endorphins to your brain. You're sending serotonin and dopamine coursing through your body. You're in this present moment. You're feeling good. Do it again. Look at him. He has a cousin who lives on the other side. So now you gotta engage.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that.
And so now all you did was you focused yourself on the moment and you reminded yourself to laugh. And if you do this regularly, I promise you after a while, just going like this is going to make you laugh because I already know what's coming. So just the tapping reminds me and I can get there much faster.
You've developed
I
that.
can't wait to share that with a grandchild.
It's really fun.
Doesn't laughter also help you sleep better?
Absolutely. So it's like any exercise. My chiropractor used to tell me, if you exercise, Sarah, it's like 600% better functioning of every aspect of your body. So laughter is great exercise. You can lose 50 calories after 15 minutes of belly laughs. That's 4 pounds in a year without ever going to the gym. I'm not suggesting that you stop any other form of exercise, but really, what's the best form of exercise? The one that you'll actually do. So this one you can do in the shower, you can do in the car, you can do on the walk. You can even call someone and say, hey, have you laughed today? Let's laugh for 10 minutes. Well, let's laugh for 30 seconds. And I actually do that sometimes. So it is great exercise. And because it's great exercise, it helps you sleep better.
Well, we have a couple minutes left. So is there one more quick question?
I've got a question. Can you tell us, Sarah, how this has changed your life? Has it changed your life? And if so, how in this whole new career you have?
Okay, so I started doing this 15 years ago as a business, only 6 years ago, but I want to take you back to 1993, and I was living on the bathroom floor of my daughter's hospital room. She had an immune deficiency and her dad was home with the other 2 daughters, and he came to visit. He was sitting in a rocking chair holding this 18-month-old baby on his lap, and there was a poster on the wall that said, "I love you very much," this poster. And he got to "I love you," and he started tickling her and she started to laugh. And I, was kind of a serious person. She had a lot of stuff going on and the room was decorated and everything else. But in that moment, it took us to another place. It was as though she said, "Come with me to the garden. We can leave all these things behind." And it was so joyous and such an uplifting moment. And I spent the rest of my life since then looking for that. And 15 years ago, when my older daughter's friend became a laughter yoga leader, she said, "Come and do this with me." I had no idea what it was. 45 minutes later, I started, I was laughing. And as I left the parking lot, I was like, this is what I've been looking for. This is what I need to do. And since then, I really have been teaching people how to do it, because laughter is such a powerful thing that keeps you in the present moment, takes you out of the stress, and it's so healthy for you. So it's changed my life in that I now smile and laugh a lot more. I was always a little bit more focused and serious, and I still am focused and serious, but now I do it with a smile on my face, even as I sit alone at my computer. And a lot of things that used to stress me out, I don't find stress anymore, because what I know is that the stress only gives you stress. I can clear my head with laughter, and now the problem is still there, and now I can deal with it in a fresh way. So I would say overall, it has just increased the joy that I find in life, even under dire circumstances. And I know from other people that they've found the same thing.
Okay, and we are running out of time here. So real quick, Sarah, how would someone contact you if they want you to come to do a group session or just talk to them? How do they get a hold of you?
The best thing is to just visit my website, Laugh Healthy, and I'd be happy to talk to anyone.
Okay, great. Well, with that, we've run out of time. This has been really fun, really interesting. We should all sleep better tonight, I think. So thank you, Nadia and Midge, David, Gloria, and Sarah, our special guest. And thank you,
Thanks.
viewers, for joining us. And we'll see you next time on Generations.
Oh, yes, I really